So I've come in and I need, well, it's basically get everything a bit more organised. So the tanks are going here, so I need to get this out of the way. I was doing bottling at like 5 o'clock this morning because I took some beer samples with me to Nottingham. But yeah, this will need moving probably back here somewhere. I think I'm going to turn this, but then I might have to get rid of this fridge. I was about to call it fridge then, radiator. Jesus, it has been a long day. Need to get them sacks moved. Need to clean that. I've left a little bit of caustic in there just to try and get rid of that brown staining from my brew day the other day. And let's see how I get on. So unfortunately my phone died and I didn't even realise last night. So move that just round just to give us a bit more area here. Obviously this is all nice and clear, ready for the tanks now. I've just tidied up a bit. Obviously for the inspection, got the garage door open and it's just literally just a case of waiting for the inspectors to arrive. There's 2 of them, I believe, and just waiting for me tanks to turn up. So exciting times. This room is going to look very different in a couple of hours. Well, this room's just got a little bit cozy. Look at them monsters. Jesus, they are on pallets, so they're currently looking huge. There is a bit of gap. It's going to be fun getting these in place. So what a whirlwind morning that's been. About 10:30, I had 2 people from HMRC arrive for the AWRS interview. I just wanted to speak a little bit about what that experience was like, just to give people a bit of a heads up if they ever want to do it themselves. So what they wanted to see was kind of like the financials, how I got the business kind of up and running. Was it via a loan? Was it my own money? That kind of thing. We went into the brewery and I briefly shown them the process of making beer, literally in there for like 10 minutes. It wasn't long at all. And we came back into the kitchen and then they kind of just went through the checklist of the things that they had to talk about. So they wanted to have a look at, well, it was more just focused on how HMRC are looking at the business, and they want to just make sure that they're definitely going to get their money's worth. I think is essentially the cut it down to basically they just want their money. So they want to make sure that you're doing your checks on your suppliers, make sure that the people providing you with your ingredients are paying their VAT, and then they want to make sure that I understand at what point I need to be paying my beer duty, when I need to be paying my taxes. So I gave them the contact information for my accountant, and then obviously my beer duty will be calculated on a monthly basis. They wanted to also ensure that the people I was selling my beer to were registered with the HMRC, were legitimate approved business, how I could identify any potential money laundering businesses and how to avoid them. Whilst I've written down, so I've got a little to-do list. I have to send them off a couple of things. So I have to send them my business plan, which I'll be honest, I haven't actually fully completed. But to me, obviously this is just a bit of a business hobby, so it wasn't like be all and end all, you know. I've got to send them my letters of intent from the local beer businesses, which I briefly spoke about earlier. I'll write a letter on, or just like a paragraph on due diligence policies, or what my due diligence policy is for the business, and how I'm going to check them. Like, you're not allowed to accept, well, you can accept cash of over £9,000, but like you have to tell HMRC that you have done or you have accepted it. And I've got to just go over section 226, just all about beer, what needs recording, what information you need to keep. And then they just said that, you know, we can basically come and turn up at any point and ask to see everything. So make sure you've got everything there. Also, when it comes to due diligence, I'm going to stop saying it now, that you store when you've checked on those businesses. So just saying you have isn't anything. You need to say, right, this is my supplier and I have checked that they're a legitimate business on this date, and I've done this to check, and that all needs to be stored, and everything that you store needs to be stored for 6 years. But other than that, like the people that I had come were really friendly. You know, there was nothing about it. It's like they weren't trying to catch me out. They weren't, you know, it's like they were supportive of everything. And if I wasn't too clear on things, they just asked me to like, oh, you know, like, what did you mean by that? Or, you know, can we, well, you want to make sure that you're doing this, and all that isn't quite right, you know, do it this way, or, you know, stuff like that. So if you've got one of these kind of meetings, interviews coming up, I literally wouldn't say, just chill, it'll be okay. It's definitely not as bad as what you think it's going to be. But obviously, do read up on like some of the policies and things that you need to do, just to have a good bit of background knowledge. Just that it makes you just come across like you know what you're on about a little bit more. But yeah. So now that's out of the way, shall we go have a look and unwrap some tanks? We had a couple of things to do today, but I just wanted to get them done just so I can concentrate on unwrapping my tanks now and getting them in position. So yeah, we'll probably just do one at a time, do this one at the front and then do that one. But yeah, let's get started. So we're just undoing the front, and a little accessories box. So I'll take that out and check it out in a sec. So after a bit of pushing and pulling, finally got the first tank into place. Not going to open it up or anything yet, but super shiny. Love it. Right, let's get the next one in. As you can see, we've got them in, they are. But yeah, so I figured I've given a quick once over and I can't spot anything up with them. The welds are really nice and tidy. So I figured you could take a look inside them. I haven't seen these before, like a little lip. Bit of a bad design, scratching already. Oh. Awesome. Oh, it just stops just before it reaches the blow off. So we got the spray ball. It's a bit dark. Let me see. So let's get this box open. Lots and lots of shiny goodies. Right, so let's have a look. T-piece. I only assume these are carbonation stones. So 90-degree elbows, temperature probe, some bolts, pressure sensor. This. Okay, so we got our tri-clamp fittings. Kind of the dump valve and the wrapper valve. The butterfly valves, there they are. 2 butterfly valves in there. Just a little tube. All the gaskets, 1.5-inch gaskets. What's this? Just a hollow tube. Carbonation stones, they are huge. About 6 inches. And looks like either pressure relief valves. I don't know if that's the spunding valve. So my memory was full, so I had to wait a little while for it. I had to wait for me videos to upload onto the iCloud to free up a little bit more space. But you pretty much seen it. The only thing I've kind of done since is just got this out. Obviously just a temperature probe, which will be going into the base. I was going to use an Inkbird to control the temperature, so I don't actually think I can use this. Open this, see what's inside. Right, so let's start putting some of these pieces on. So the majority of the fittings are on. It's just the carbonation stones. So this is the carbonation stone for the UNITANK, the 7-gal UNITANK. And this is the new one. So it's basically this bit. So massive. So weird, I've never seen a valve like that before. Oh, how weird. Little thing there, I haven't seen a little valve like that before. Assuming it's a little ball valve. Yeah, it's a ball valve. Maybe you can. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just need a double male thread, I think, and then I should be able to just connect that nice and easy up to the CO2 tank. Kind of don't want to get it out. Sadly. Alright, oh no, I can keep that bit on. It's okay. Salt, lovely. Stick it in the tank. So guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching today's video. It's been great fun for me today. I've really enjoyed it. I've got a lot of footage today, so hopefully the video hasn't been too long. But yeah, expect a lot more content up, and I think my probably next video is likely going to be just kind of my first impressions of the tanks and what I think so far. But yeah, nice one. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed today's video, and yeah, thank you so much for following along, and I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers guys.